In today's lesson, we will study another concept of object-oriented programming, which is called abstraction. What is abstraction? When is it used? And in which scenarios is it valuable? We'll look at all these things in today's lesson. First of all, we'll see what are abstract classes or what are abstract methods. An abstract class can be considered a blueprint for other classes. It is a defined thing, a defined class, which does not have any kind of function definition. Just the function name or method's name are declared. Their signatures are declared. They are not defined in this class. It allows you to create a set of methods that must be created within any child classes built from the abstract class. Whichever class you declare abstract in it, you can store many signatures of methods which, if you want to go in child's class, you can define them according to what you want and use them. Now, the thing to understand here is that what are abstract classes and what are abstract methods, which are concrete methods and concrete classes. A class which contains one or more abstract methods is called an abstract class. Every class in which at least one method is abstract method, that whole class will be called abstract class. In that class, there will be signatures of methods but not their definitions. Their definition, which classes we will inherit from that abstract class, we can do their definition in the classes we inherit. An abstract method is a method which has a declaration but does not have an implementation, and which will be abstract methods. Only their declaration or signature will be made in abstract class, but the implementation or declaration will not be done. Their definition will always be done in child class. When are they used? When we have to make common interface applications. Common interface application means APIs. Any software or any big websites APIs are made. For those APIs, we make abstract methods and classes because we only define signature of functions in them. Whenever a third party uses those functions, third party means if we have to integrate Facebook's API into a program, so we will make their definition according to our program by using their defined methods. That is why they declare these kinds of programs as abstract in their abstract classes, so that the third parties can use their definitions according to their will. This capability is especially useful in situations where a third party is going to provide implementations. Whenever third party is to provide implementation according to their program, it will use our abstract methods from your APIs and will define it according to its will. So the thing we understood first is that what are abstract methods, classes, and why are they used. In Python, there is no direct method for classes abstraction. So if we want to implement abstraction in Python, there are module names A, B, C. We have to first import that module. It is a built-in module in Python. After importing it, we will declare our methods in base class. Define the signature but will not do implementation. Whatever child class it will define our abstract methods definition in it. In the child class according to its own will, its own requirement, and whenever in abstract class there should be an abstract method compulsory in it. After this, let's understand this thing about abstract class too, that cannot be initiated. Means its object cannot be created because if its object could be created, we can directly access its method, which is against the rules of object-oriented programming. Whenever we'll have to access its function, we do the definition in child class and access it using the child class's object too. We cannot access abstract class directly. If we look at a small example in the form of code, in it, first of all, out of ABC module, I imported the ABC class into my program and made class names polysites. I have inherited it from which class? When I inherited it from ABC, it means that this class is declared abstract class and I have to define an abstract method in it. So I wrote a method in it, def sites, and I passed meaning I implemented the empty method. After that, I made 3 more classes. First class 1 site, second class 2 site, and third class 3rd site. I accessed these 3 sites from this abstract class, inherited it. Polysite, polysite, and polysite. In all 3, the one function which was an abstract class function sites added it to all 3 according to my will. Then I made objects of those child classes and through it object.sites1, object.sites, object.sites. Access those functions through the object of those sites. When I will run it, it will show me output. I have 1 site, I have 2 sites, I have 3 sites. Here what we got to learn was that what are abstract methods, what are abstract classes, and how can the methods of abstract classes be defined in child classes and how they can be accessed.